Till the quiet and the echoes became colder.
Yo guys, what is up? It's Not. So today we're going to be doing something that I haven't done before in this game. We're going to be building a Nissan Fairlady Z 432. Basically a Datsun or whatever it's called in the car community. It's a Z car, it's a society car. It's a very cool car. My friend is actually building one of these right now. It's very cool. It's a project car for him. He's actually welding the frame. That's how damaged it is, and that's how much he's building it up. So I wanted to try it and build it in the game. You know, I heard there's a Liberty Walk kit as well. I've never actually built this car in the game, even though I've seen it everywhere. I've seen people do Liberty Walk kits of it. I've seen people lower it, have all this cool stuff with it. I just haven't tried it out yet, so I'm going to try it out with you guys in this video. I do build a lot of cars off of camera, so you know, I'm trying to really focus my channel on just doing a ton of car builds, but still like a little bit quality over quantity, but just balancing it out between quality over quantity and, you know, not too much quantity over quality. It's because I see channels, you know, and I'm not going to call anybody out because I know my channel's not the best, but I see a lot of channels, channel starts with a D, ends with an E, might be Don Squale, channels like that where they're a little bit of, I'm just kidding, by the way, I'm not calling out anyone at all. Don Squale's a great guy, I love his channel, but some people will upload so much, and some people will, how can I put this, they upload so much to where their videos are just very simple, not edited, and they get a lot of views on them, they get a lot of likes on them, they get a lot of support for them, which I don't understand, because, you know, they get more support than other people that are actually putting work into their videos and actually editing them, actually spending a lot of time on the videos and actually being enthusiastic about it. Might not sound enthusiastic right now. And trust me, this is sort of a rant. Yeah, we're going to change topics. So this Fairlady Z. Now, I forgot to see what year this was. I'm pretty sure this car's stock was sort of like the Super. Like, it's really upgradable, but stock, it's pretty terrible. I think the engine swap is probably the most popular thing with this car, although I could be completely wrong. Interior actually looks pretty cool. It's got the 8 shift. It's got the clutch pedals, everything like that. I like the stalks on the steering wheel. I like the giant not boost gauge, just gauges on the gas. Not the gas, oh my gosh, the dashboard. Dude, I just can't speak today. So like we do with every build car, we're going to take this on a drive first of all, and we're going to see how it goes, and then we're going to take it back, we're going to upgrade it, and then we're going to do a final drive, and that'll be the video. So hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so we're out of the Festa right now. Let's just go ahead and give it a quick sound test real quick. I'll turn the in-game sound up for you guys. Okay, there you guys go. There you can hear the sound. We're going to do the first acceleration test. Oh my gosh, yeah, really bogs down. Shift up. Now I will say though, this car actually looks pretty good for its era, stock. Like a lot of people will say that, you know, this car stock is not good looking, and that's why the only reason people buy it is to mod it to make it look actually any good, because it looks really good with mods but not really good without mods. And I think it actually looks pretty good without mods. I know, you know, a lot of people just do the minimal mods of fender flares and lowering it, but still I think the stock height, no fender flares, looks really cool. I love this color as well. I love the factory orange. If I was going to get one, I'd probably get it in this color. The mirrors are probably the most iconic thing about this car, though. Those mirrors on the bumper. I can't speak today, dude. The mirrors on the hood. Actually, are they on the fender or are they on the hood? They're on the fender. Alright. Yeah, very weird, very long hood in this car. Almost reminds me of a Viper in a way. This car reminds me of a Viper. Like an old Viper, just with a little less power and a lot more body roll. I will say, though, the body roll isn't as much as I would have expected. Like, it's really taking this corner pretty well. Well, that's really all I need to know. I'm not going to waste any of your guys' time. That was my first review of the car. It was pretty, I'd probably get like a 6 out of 10 car-wise. It's actually very good at handling, but maybe like an 8 out of 10 stock. It's actually very good. So we're going to take it back to the garage. We're going to upgrade it. We're probably going to slap a wide body kit on it. We're going to mod the heck out of it, and we will see what we can do with it. So I'll see you guys there. Alright guys, we are back in the garage. We're going to see what we can do. I want to first of all go to the body kit preset section. Now it says there's 2 body kit presets, which is the first time I've ever seen that. So we have the Forza one, which I guess is all the aerodynamic upgrades you can do, and the rocket. Oh, that looks really clean actually. Alright. Then we have the Rocket Bunny one. Ooh, rip game. Ooh, now that's got the wide body fenders on it. Now, honestly, this is sort of a hard choice. Now, the back definitely looks better with the Rocket Bunny. But I honestly think that it looks cleaner. No, we're going to go with the Rocket Bunny. We're not going to actually add it here because that adds a lot of upgrades with it as well. We're going to do all the upgrades ourselves. So we are going to go into the conversion section of the engine. There's a little body kit section back here. If you guys don't know this, you can just add the body kit only back here. So the specs on this car were a 26-second 0 to 100. That is amazingly slow. So let's slap that on there. Obviously, we don't have any wheel mods or suspension kits, so it's going to look a little dumb at the moment. Now, I'm pretty sure the stock engine can't really get enough power into it that we're wanting to. So we're probably going to do an engine swap. I'm thinking more like a maybe a 3.2 straight 6, which I'm pretty sure this is some iconic engine that I can't think of right now. But we're going to slap this in here. We are going to wow, it's only a single turbocharge. Alright. So it's not what I was thinking it was. Oh, my ears are popping. Hold on. Alright. So we have all that done. We're going to go over here. But they're still popping. I have no idea what's going on. I want a big wing. Can we get, no, we can't even get a big, I want a chassis mount. Dude, that would look so dope on this car. Oh my gosh. Alright, so we're going to just have to deal with the duckbill. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at, first of all, this is a big pet, tell me my game just didn't crash. Alright, no. This is a big pet peeve with a lot of the car community is these wheel specs, dude. Like, first of all, the wheel specs that I have right now are terrible. The wheels are too small. But what a lot of people do, I think this car actually has, no, those are just drum brakes. Those aren't spacers. What people do is, when they do wide body kits, they're supposed to get bigger wheels, alright? But some people just do spacers, and if you don't know what spacers are, they're technically just a thing that fits in between the wheel and the axle, that space it out. It's a big hunk of metal, and they fit in the bolt pattern, stuff like that. So the wheel pops out more. Now, a lot of people in the car community get really triggered if people use spacers. I personally think it's justifiable if it looks good, from the back and the side, though, not just the back. I'm sorry, not just the side. So, like, I could justify the reason of using spacers if you're on a budget. Like, if you're on a budget, there's nothing you can do about it. You know, you're not going to buy $5,000 12-inch wide wheels and tires. Tires are super expensive for that size. And, you know, because tires and wheels do break and stuff like that, and spacers. I don't know. I don't even know why I got this conversation, but it's just something to know. I'm actually really liking these. These look really cool. What are these, Adv ones? Yeah, they are. These look really nice, dude. I really like the, I might be pronouncing it wrong, but ADV ones or ADV ones. And I like the HREs. Rotiforms I'm honestly not a big fan of because of how they're like too exotic for me. I can only see rotiforms on like the rich man's Porsche or Lamborghini. Like I can't see them anywhere else. Honestly, when they're bigger, I'm not a big fan of these rims. So we're gonna see what other options we have. Ooh, those look nice. These look nicer though. We're gonna do these. These look really good in my opinion. Sort of like a deep dish concave. That's really nice. Alright, so the wheel specs are completely good. Got the race tires on there. We're gonna do drivetrain now. We got the clutch. We're gonna fully upgrade all the stuff in here because we have enough money. Also, speaking of that, I am running out of money quick. So if you're feeling generous, go ahead and send me about $1 million. Thanks, dude. Even though I don't even think that's a thing in Forza Horizon 3. It's all right. Upgrade the brakes from those stupid drums. Oh my gosh, those calipers are huge. Look at the front brakes. Okay, something is serious. So that's a visual glitch. That's got to be a visual glitch. Yeah, now they're not even there. Wait, what? I'm really confused. I thought they're supposed to be white. Those are huge. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna let that be. That is gigantic though. Alright, we're gonna lower it about 2 inches. That looks really flush. That looks nice. I don't like the wheel gap to the side. Honestly, I'm not even a big fan of these fenders, but it'll do. I think this car looks Still substantially good. Even though stock, I think it actually looks cleaner than it does now, and that might trigger a lot of people. So we weigh only 1,900 pounds, though. That is so light. Do we want a roll cage? No, we don't want a roll cage. Okay, now to the engine upgrades. So we're currently sitting at 412 horsepower. I do want this to be a drift car, by the way. Sorry if I never stated that. I want this to be a wide-body drift car. I want to start doing a lot more builds like this. I usually do like clean sort of builds. Not always, but I usually go for like the mainstream sort of, you know, AMG GTR, BMW i8, stuff like that. Those really simple, exotic-like builds. But I sort of want to move into the realm of the, you know, building old crappy cars into really nice tuners and, you know, getting the tunes just right and stuff like that. But also, I have a Forza Horizon 3 club as well, or just a club, an Xbox One club in general. It's called Non-Stop Army, which honestly not a big fan of the name, but I can't change it anymore because I don't know why, but you can't change the club name more than once. So our engine stats are going to be 761 horsepower. That's 600 over stock. And we're going to weigh just under 2,000 pounds. And we're going to be S1 Performance Index. All right, sweet. So, honestly, I think this is going to be pretty good. We're going to head straight into the tuning before we even go out of the garage. And I actually might want to do some paint stuff. So let's go into the tuning section real quick. It's right here. We're going to raise rear tire pressure because we are on race tires. And we're going to raise front a little. Gearing seems fine. We're going to elongate that just a little bit. Okay, alignment. We're going to give it about 2.5 things of camber. And then I want 3 in the back. We're going to tow it out 2 degrees. We're going to stiffen the springs a little bit. Maybe more in the rear than it is the front. Oh, we can even lower it more too. Dang. Not by much, but still, we can lower it more. I thought it was really flush before. And then we're going to completely lock the diff, and we're going to loosen it up on the deceleration end, about 56%. Now that looks that looks mean. That looks really mean, actually. The rims, not feeling them right now. I hate to say that, but I actually am really not feeling the rims once we're out here. We're gonna change these. I'm not sure if I'm not feeling the car or the rims. I don't know. There's something about this car that doesn't really appeal to me. I don't know if it's the wide body fenders right now or something's not right. So we're gonna go to upgrades. We're gonna change the rims real quick. Alright, so what do we got? We got the single pieces. Gotta love the single pieces, the classics. Those are terrible. Imagine how much curb rash and crap you would get from those rims. Oh, I mean, okay, I take that back. You won't get curb rash if you're a good driver. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the rims that go out. Those just look dumb to me. Not a fan at all. Then I know someone who has these on their FRS in my area. She's a girl. We had the exact same car except for she's got those rims pretty much. HREs, BBS, stuff like that. Not really digging the single piece. Let's go in the Let's go in the specialized. I do like those. Those actually fit the car, I hate to say it. Those fit the car really well, actually, but we're not going to do those. You know, we're going to do these, and we're going to lower how big they are. I only want 17-inch rims. Do I want these, though? Hold on. I really don't. You know what? Okay, I'm gonna stop the video. I'm going to come back to you guys when I have rims that I like. Alright, guys, we're back. I decided to go with the... Honestly, I already forgot. I think they're... Hold on, we're going to paint the car. Yeah, they're HRE somethings. I don't know, but they look really clean in my opinion. These are sort of like the rims I have on my car right now. To be honest, I think I have the replicas of these, so... the white looks really clean, actually. Now, the reason I'm changing from the orange is just because... Wait, it wasn't even a factory color. Did I just... Wait... No, it was a factory color. Alright. So, the other factory colors we have are these. That's really ugly. Jeez, that's terrible. Alright. So, we have white, yellow, all this stuff. We're actually probably going to go with the matte color. I think that looks really clean. Or satin. A semi-gloss. This is what this is called. I'm sorry. What would a semi-gloss black look like? Maybe black with a little bit of red. No, we're gonna go full semi-gloss black, aka matte black, pretty much. We're going to maybe paint the rims black. Put a carbon fiber rim. How about that? Yeah, we're gonna go full blacked out night stealth build. All right, sweet. So we're gonna take this car out. We're going to see how good it drifts, and I guarantee it's probably gonna be pretty good. You know, it is a JDM car. It's from like the 90s or 80s, wherever it was from. So it's got the pedigree. If this thing is not good at drifting, it's not good at anything. All right. Come on, you can do it, Lillian Screen. So I'd say that we're probably gonna be like an 8 out of 10 on drifting. I have a feeling the steering angle is what we're gonna have a problem with. I can even see it right there. All right, yeah, it definitely pulls. That's for sure. Wow, it's got a lot of power to it in a way. It's got a lot of. Wow, it's actually really good at drifting. I wasn't expecting it this good with these race tires and stuff like that, but it is really, really clean at drifting. It's so easy to control the angle. Look, I'll tap the front end on this little corner right here, or sort of get close to it, and I'm going to tap the back end on this corner. Tap the back. I'm going to tap the front end again. Oh, I lost my skill chain. But yeah, it's really, really controllable. If you're a good drifter, this is a great car. You know, there's some cars that they make bad drifters look like good drifters, and there's some cars that make good drifters look like even better drifters, and this is one of those cars in my opinion. Well, let's take this corner. We're going to take a right, actually, because these are some pretty good drift roads, I think, if I remember correctly. Ooh, that reverse entry, though. Alright, I'll take it. So, let's go ahead, before we do anything else, let's go ahead and get the thumbnail pic of us just absolutely killing it around the corner, full lock. Gotta love the thumbnail pics, though, dude. I really enjoy, honestly, probably one of my favorite part of every episode is just making the thumbnail, like cutting it out, make it so the letters stick out through the windshield and all that cool stuff. I don't know, I think a thumbnail is one of the biggest part of videos nowadays, because that is literally what is getting people to click. That is the only thing getting people to click. That's why clickbait is such a problem on YouTube now, is because of all these fake thumbnails. But the thumbnails are the only thing that's driving the clickbait in reality, if that makes any sense. Let's change the settings a little bit. We're going to zoom in a little bit more. Alright, that seems like a pretty good picture. We're going to take that. I'm going to say that on my Elgato, then we'll get back to drifting. Alright, there we go. We're good. We're going to exit out of there. Now, this might be a little long episode, or it might just be timed long because of taking such long breaks. I really want to, even though I said in the earlier part of this video, I want to start doing just more spontaneous builds. I also want to start doing just other stuff in general. Not like straying away from Forza Horizon 3, but I mean, drop me some ideas in the comments or something like that of, you know, maybe whether it be something like a hide and seek with fans or stuff like that. I just need to get more interaction with fans or people in general, because I'm surprisingly enough, I'm actually having a hard time finding people to do my challenges with, because I think they're so fun and I would love to record a lot of them, but it comes down to, like, there's nobody online on my friends list, and there's nobody in the club, which, by the way, shout out, yeah, join Nonstop Army, the club, to join the with fans videos, which I'm going to start doing a lot more of. So join the club. It's called Nonstop Army. Very cool. I'll get your invite accepted immediately as soon as you request. It'll be a lot of fun. But like, whether it be hide and seek, whether it be cops and robbers, I just need series ideas and I need people to do it with. So if you guys are interested, join that club. I'm gonna send out what's it called, the freaking looking for group things, and it's gonna have the description of, you know, what we're doing and stuff like that. Hopefully we can get about at least 100 people in the club, and that'll make it so we will pretty much have at least 3 people each video, and including myself too. So we only really need 2 people for every video, or 3. I might do a total of 4 for a couple, but I think 3 total is really controlled, and it's sort of easier to watch, if that makes sense. Because if you watch people like AR12, for example, he used to do stuff where it was challenges with like 6 or 7 people total, and it was just a big mess, you know. You couldn't really focus on other people's cars, you were just sort of focusing on everybody talking in the group chat and stuff like that. But back to this Z build, or Datsun, I'm not even sure what the heck this is. It's not really very good at long speed drifting from what I've seen while we're out here. But I think it's very good at the low speed sort of high angle stuff. Even though like the high angle from these, or the angle that we're getting a hint of from these long corners isn't really suggesting that, but I think it is. I'd probably give this like a 6 to 7 out of 10, maybe 6.5. And the only reason I say that really is because it's probably just the tune either way. Like I could probably tune this and I could probably make it a 9 out of 10 for me. But it feels like it doesn't have enough angle, and it feels like it doesn't have, like it feels like it doesn't want to drift. It feels like we're forcing it. If that makes any sense. First of all, I think this thing looks remarkable. Like I think the black with the chrome, the garnishes with the chrome, that looks absolutely amazing. The tires being gray, not a fan of that, but that's just because of the lettering, I think. But I like the lettering, so we're gonna keep it. Other than that, I think this looks I think the semi-gloss looks really good. I'm glad we didn't go with flat matte, because that wouldn't work as well as this does. Alright, so let's do some little interior drifting first of all. I think this could be pretty cool. I don't know why we just turned in here. We're gonna turn back out, shift it down a second. I will say this though, it doesn't really meet my expectation. Because, you know, I see a lot of people in this car, and everybody sees a lot of people in this car. I've never bought it, I've never drifted it, because first of all, it costs 150 grand, which I still don't understand. I guess it's just one of those classics that I don't understand too. But it's not terrible. I bet a lot of my problems I'm stating could be fixed by tuning. And also, hopefully you guys enjoyed that car review video that I released recently. I talked about it a little bit in my last video after the car video. That should be released in a couple, or the day after I'm recording this, which is the 11th. I'm not even sure when this will be released. I'm actually sort of recording like a giant train of videos, so I'll attempt to do daily uploading for like a week, but that won't last long, I guarantee it. Because this work and school, like I work till 6 or 7 every night, and then I get home and I gotta do stuff, and it's just a giant mess, so I apologize for that. Wait, what the, whoa. Okay, this stuff literally, the fences fell before we even touched them, and you guys noticed that. Maybe they just fall down in a chain reaction. I guess that's what it looks like. It looks like. I can't even English. Yeah, you hit one. Yeah. Didn't even touch it. They're collapsing. Alright. I sort of want to get another thumbnail pick, like right here, like a rolling pick. Sorry if this annoys you. Ooh, something like this would be nice. Alright, we're going to take a pick like that. Sorry, I just didn't really like the other thumbnail pick we took. That is actually going to conclude this video, guys. So, if you did enjoy, I can't speak. If you did enjoy, please leave a like. If you did not enjoy, please leave a dislike and a comment down below of why you didn't like the video. Comment of the day today is going to be if you were to buy an Asian sports car, like any JDM car ever, what would you buy and what would you do to it? Would you Liberty Walk it, Rocket Bunny it, anything like that? I personally would do a Rocket Bunny kit on my Scion FRS because I already have a JDM car, or JDM quote unquote. Some people don't call it JDM. I think it is. Oh well. I'll see you guys later. Hey guys, it's Nonstop. Everyone make sure to go ahead and go on the Xbox Live Club section, look up my club. This is for the YouTube channel. This is how you join all the car meets and stuff like that. Simply join this club. It's called Nonstop Arma. You can see it right here. Use this search tab. Join it. It is private, so I do have to accept your application, but we're trying to get as many as possible in here. So please go on Xbox Live, join our club. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed the video.